guys, let me just set up this book and set this stream and let's get started. So, okay guys, welcome to Body Transformation Next, in short form BTN, and it's Super Sunday. Now you may think like this series used to call like Mindful Monday, but now it's called Super Sunday. It's because I am super busy on Monday and there are so many things that I have to do on Monday. I don't get time every Monday to do this stream. So that's why I am changing it on Sunday and it will be our Super Sunday. So without any delay, let's start with our question and answers. Number one question is, I often find myself comparing my progress to others I see online or even my friends. How do I stop this cycle of comparison that stay focused on my journey, on my own journey without getting discouraged? So this is the problem face many people. Like they start their journey and they are making progress, but the process is not at the rate that they decide, like that they are assuming. They see other people getting way more result while doing less, so thinking like many people are getting way much result and I'm a bit of this. Like if like people are doing strength training and doing some dieting, like take example of strength training, you see it's very hard for you to add 1 kg to any of your lifts. Like let's say you are doing pull-ups, weighted pull-ups, it will be very hard. Do you think like adding just 1 kg is very hard for me while this other guy is easily adding 1 kg every week? So what is the difference between him and me? Why I am so slow in making progress or why he is so fast? So let me tell one thing. Think about this. If he is already at 10 kg body weight, 10 kg plus body weight pull-up and you are just doing your body weight pull-up. So adding 1 kg is way more than just your body weight. Like it's 0 to infinity. You are multiplying. You used to do pull-ups with 0 weight on your body, extra than your body weight. And now you are adding 1 kg weight. So it is full 100% that you are going above your body weight. But for that guy, he's already doing 10 kg plus their body weight pull-ups. And if he add 1 kg, then he just add the 10% of the extra weight that he have on. But you are adding way more than just 10%. Think about this in the way of percentage, like how much percentage progress he is making and how much percentage you are making. Like this happened many times, like we compare ourselves plus previous selves, like previously when people say like I am making weight I am losing weight too fast. I am making progress very quickly, but now my progress is slow. I am making progress slowly, and it's taking me more time to get the same result. But think about that: if you are 100 pound overweight, like what is your let's say X is your weight, that is your desired weight that you want to have, and you have 100 pound over that. And if you lose 20 pounds from that, then you are losing 20% of the extra fat or extra weight that you want to reduce. And after that, losing 16 kg will be your 20%, not 20 kg will be 20%. So think about this. Always your percentage is change. And even first of all, like this is not same for all guys. It's depend on percentage. If you only look at the absolute number, like he's making jumps higher in weight than me, but look at the weight, the percentage. And other thing that come in field is that for how long they are in this journey. If you are just starting and you are comparing yourself to someone who have done this for 5 years or 10 years, you are definitely going to be disappointed because there is no way you can compare to a guy who is 5 years or 10 years ahead. Don't compare yourself to a guy who is 5 or 10 years ahead of yourself. Just compare it with yourself. And basic thing, like what you can do is make progress. Be better than yesterday and try to be more efficient than yesterday. If you are getting it better than yesterday, getting quickly than yesterday, then just one day you are going to get what you want. You are going to achieve your goal. It doesn't matter like where people stand now, where people are going to stand. But it's just matter to you. Like what is your speed? What is your progress? And many people say like I see many people on social media. So don't trust social media all the way. Social media can be easy manipulated. You have where people may making different kind of like you sector. They make pictures. You are not well every time. So this about you versus you, not you versus other, and it's all about making progress. So to summarize this, number one, think this is making way more progress than you, then think about like what is their starting. If their starting point is way ahead, then it is easier to be fast. Just compare them in percentage marks, not compare them in an absolute number. And just secondly, just focus on yourself. Don't focus on other because people on social media, etc., have way many things to support them that you are not using. There are many people who use like just to progress and look good. And you are not here to do that. You are here to get the real progress done. Okay. So don't compare yourself to other and just keep making progress forward. Okay, now let's move to the second question. I struggle with consistency around exercise. I will be really good for a week or two and then something throw me off. It's hard to get back on the track. How do I build experience into a non-negotiable part of my life, even when things get busy? Okay, so this is something I have told you, like I have told you many times in my stream. Like, if I remember, this is my third episode, and I have explained this concept in every episode. Is that don't make too radical change or so much so hard that you can't maintain for longer period of time. So to give you example is that think about this is what is your motivation. And think this is as how hard, like how hard is your workout that you need to do. If your motivation is high and your workout is low, then you can easily maintain for this time. Like think of this stuff. Your motivation is going to go down with your the level of like how hard you exercise. There can be two things. Either it is going to be straight, like it is not going to increase in intensity, or it is going to increase in intensity. So say if they both remain same, then you can easily follow up with this because your motivation is higher than our whatever you need to do, like every any exercise that you are doing. But with time, your motivation go down and your intensity go up. So this make very hard for you to go because when you started, your motivation is high and you are doing less work. But now your motivation is low and you are doing more work. So it become very hard for you to do something if you don't make that a habit. And as soon as this shift happens, there are higher chances that you are going to break. If this happens very slowly, like this, and that, then there are very high chances that you will be used to the exercise that you are doing. And even though absolute intensity is there, but your perceived intensity will be way lower than this. Like here, like your absolute intensity is this, but your perceived intensity is this, and your motivation is this. So this will be easy for you to maintain this for the longer period of time. And many people but fall for it like their motivation when they start their motivation is here and their intensity is also here, and as soon 1 week pass their motivation drop down but their intensity is so high that they are not able to maintain that level of intensity in doing exercise or doing workout. And when they are not able to maintain this intensity or this exercise, they just drop down from exercise, they stop doing workout and whatever they are doing because it become very hard for them. Let For example, let's take if I say that you have to run. If I say you have to run 2 minutes daily, so most of the people say like 2 minutes is not a big mark. I can find 2 minutes every day just to run or like do jogging. But if I tell you to jog for 1 hour, so if I tell you to jog for 1 hour on first day in starting, you are very motivated. They are very high like chance that you are going to complete that 1 hour jogging no matter how you are going to do it. But after as the time pass on, this 1 hour become a very big mark to achieve. But if you just focus on the 2 minute mark, this is something that you can do every day, even though you are not motivated. And once this 2 minute become your habit, then you can start building up on that like 3 minutes, 5 minutes, then 10, 20, 30, 60, and you can go over that. So don't start so hard that your motivation can't keep that like your environment. But I want to say like if there is no support system to support you, so don't if you have no support system to support you, so no, don't make any such hard things that you can't support for longer period of time. Start small and make it bigger over the period of time instead of making it bigger now and spoiling it more. So discover our second question like start with the small steps and keep momentum, make momentum over a period of time and then get to your goal, but you want the goal you want to achieve. Okay, now I have got first question, second question. Now try our third question. I have family member or the partner who are not of the same health journey as me. Has it make healthy eating at home incredible difficult? How do I navigate this without causing friction or feeling like I am forcing to separate? meal every night? Okay, this is very great question, and the solution is very simple. Like, even though people think it's very hard for to do them, but it's very easy. Okay, so the problem they are having is like they have family at home. Most of people have family, and all of them don't have same goals. Like, even like some want to gain some muscle, some want to be leaner, and all that generally say like there is a person who don't want to change his lifestyle, and there is a person who change his lifestyle. Let's say you want to get leaner, and your spouse, or your children or your parents don't have the same goal. So how you can maintain your nutrition, your meals without making them change their nutrition? So one thing, only one thing that you need to do, and that is very simple, is look at the macro. Like, what food are you are cooking? Whatever food you are eating, there definitely going to be some kind of protein. Whatever food you are eating, there is definitely going to be some kind of carbs. And whatever food you are making, they are definitely going to be some amount of fibers. So what you have to do, like if you are cooking for yourself, then just increase the amount of thing that you need to eat and reduce the thing that you are not going to eat in from the overall food that you are eating. And don't make separate food. Just adjust the food that you are already having. Okay, so let me give you an example. Let's say there are two partners, right? There are two partners, and one want to get leaner, and the other just want to maintain what they are having, like whatever they are having, whatever they are eating in their life, and don't want to change anything. So for historical, let's take example of they are having total of 200 grams of protein per day, 200 gram of protein in their whole day food, 1000 gram of carb in whole day. And let's just take these two examples and don't make it just too complicated. And for you, let's say you are eating both 50-50, like you are eating 100 grams of protein and 500 grams of carbs, and same for the other person is eating 100 grams of protein and 500 grams of carbs. But you have to change your diet. You want to get lean, so you have to increase your protein and decrease your carb to decrease your calories intake. So what you can, you don't need to separate your meal, like cook your meal separately. Sorry for my English because I am just shattering too much today, I know, but just bear with me. Like, you don't have to cook your separate meal. You just have to increase the amount of protein that you are having. Like, instead of cooking 200 grams of protein, cook 300 grams of protein. Same thing. Don't make different things. Just increase the amount of the same thing. And for the carbs, you are having like 1,000 carbs a day. Reduce that to, let's say, 800 or 700. And what you can do is, now the other person who is not on the same bowl as you can keep their same meal, like 500 grams of carbs and 100 grams of protein, and you have 200 grams of protein and 300 or 200 grams of carbs. By this way, you have changed your diet according to your goal, what you need to achieve and what you need to do. And other person don't have to change anything that they need to. Remember, keep this in mind. You don't have to force yourself or find new thing, and you have to do all the complicated thing. It's just about the macros. If you are getting enough protein, enough fibers, and not eating too much calories, you are going to get leaner over a period of time if you maintain this thing. And you don't have to eat new things, special thing. You can eat whatever you are eating without changing anything, just changing the amount. Making protein higher, carbs lower. You don't have to add separately new thing, make separately different. You can have whatever meal you are having, just make the adjustment in proteins and carbs. So I think this makes simple for you, like how you can maintain your diet at when you are living with family and they don't have the same goal as you. So how you can eat healthy? Like for my example, I have to say like my mom like to eat whatever she want to eat, and I have different goal. I want to have dinner. I want to be healthy. So what I do is like my in Indian diet there is very low amount of protein. So I make my protein separate. This is for me. Like for many Western people, they already have some kind of protein in their diet for most of the time, but India it is very low. So that's why I cook my protein separately, and for the carbs, my mom is just cooking carbs, and I just take from there. So you don't have to cook anything separately. You don't have to do everything separately. You can just eat the same food that your family is eating. You just have to maintain your macros and just do all these things that you need to do. And yes, also you don't have to like force them to make any different kind of special kind of food. You just need to adjust in that. Okay, now let's look at the next question. How do I deal with the cravings for unhealthy comfort food, especially after a long day? stressful day, it feels like the ultimate indulge. I can't give up. So the problem you are facing, like for the whoever have this question, is the problem that they are facing that they are stressed and they have drained all their energy whole day and they want to get something reward. And to get themselves that reward, they are thinking about eating something that can mess up their diet. So there are this is a question that or problem many people face, and I have already answered this in my previous episode, but let me again share it with you. Like you can do two things to stop your cravings. One is one thing that give you daily motivation, and one thing that can help you in long term. So for daily motivation, what you can do is make a chart. Like you all of you guys have calendar and start marking it like it's let's say it's first day of the month and you followed right diet, do right workout and do right exercise. You do it everything right. Then you make a circle on that one first day of the month and you do this same on second day, you do on third day and you do fourth day. And on the fifth day, when you have less motivation and you are about to indulge in any kind of treat that can mess up your diet, you just look at the calendar and you think or tell yourself it's like I have maintained this progress over the 4 days. Now why I'm going to reduce this 4 day progress just for this one time? This gives you the motivation like I am consistent for the 4 day and I can do this one more day. I have done this 4 times and I just have to do this now. I have done this over and over again. I just have to do this once more again. And other thing is that having a cheat meal once a week. Like if you have a cheat meal, let's say you have cheat meal on Saturday afternoon, on Saturday evening. So on Sunday and Monday you tell yourself like I just cheat day before. And on Thursday, like Saturday, Sunday and Mondays happen. And Tuesday, Wednesday, you can control yourself, try to control yourself, all your habit. And when after that, whenever Thursday, Friday come, you can tell yourself like I am going to have my cheat meal again on Saturday. So by this way, you can cheat your mind, like tell yourself like I just have what I want to eat 2 day before, and after 1 2 or 3 day, you can tell your brain that whatever you are craving, you can have this 1 or 2 days later. And finally, even if you make some kind of mistake like indulging some kind of eating that mess up your diet for a short period of time, remember one time of indulgence is not going to ruin all your progress. Remember, because you lose weight or you get leaner over a period of time. If your calorie deficit in over a period of time, and if you enjoy yourself 1 day or 2 days, it's not going to undo all your progress that you have gained over a period of time. So summarize the answer of this question like I am stressed after a full day and I am fully drained and I want to indulge in specific treat or specific thing that I want to eat to give myself comfort. So what I can do to show myself. Number one, make a progress start. Like when you are having a consistent streak of like doing I am did great this day, I did again, I did great again, I did great again. Then one day when it's come like I am not doing very great, that streak that you have till this day give you motivation. Like I have done so many great things till this day and I can do better till this. Then again, this give you motivation. Second thing you can do is do cheat meal once a week and tell you myself like I just have cheat meal 2 or 3 days before. I'm going to have cheat meal 2 or 3 days after. So I just have to control or not even to say control, just to maintain myself over a few days. Like I just have to control to reshift my diet 1 or 2 days. And finally, even if you are not able to control yourself and as in any kind of eating, don't be too harsh on yourself. Just forgive yourself and keep working on your dieting and your workout because one day mistake is not going to derail all of your progress. Okay, so let's me move toward the next question. I am worried about being obsessive about food for my body. How do I pursue fat loss in a healthy way without it consuming my entire life or leading to unhealthy relationship with food? Okay, so number one thing is that your body is not bad or worse. Like as you are, if you are a little bit fluffy, have a little bit of fat, or you are skinny, it doesn't mean that you are not a good guy. But one thing that can make you good, one thing that make you beautiful is how are you from the inside. For example, think about of any of your friend who is fat. So are you going to hate that guy just because he's fat? No matter, like, think about this. Is anybody is going to do that? There are so many friends you have. And think about any friend who is not even fat. Like, think about any good friend that you have. And imagine if he gain, let's say, 10 pound of fat in next month. So are you going to treat him as a bad guy, to treat him like he's something less than before? No, you are not going to do that because he is way more than just his body weight. Think about yourself also like this way. You are way more than your body weight. You are just too conscious about your body. And what I am saying, what I am preaching, and what we are focusing on here is improving our health for ourselves. It's going to make us better. But if we are getting better, it doesn't mean like we are worse now. We are also good now, and we are making more better. We are making better. Like, we are not in negative. We are still positive, and we are making this positive even bigger. So don't think that you have a something that you should be guilty of. Your body is good and you are making it healthy, and it is also a big thing. And for food, I also tell that no food is good food and no food is bad food. Every food is nice food, and food is like food is just food. It's just macros. Don't hate any kind of macro, like macros like carbs have high calories, so I'm going to hate carbs. Fat can be stored as fat in my body, so I'm going to hate fat. Don't think about this. Carb give you glucose, and glucose is the main energy source of your body. Fats is very essential for you to digest many kind of vitamins, minerals. Think about if fat is so bad, why people eat olive oils? Like, take this extra virgin olive oil. This is healthy for you. If fats is so bad, so why people are telling that extra virgin olive oil is good? Because fat is not bad. It is just a macro that you need to eat. It's just that we have different goal. We want to get leaner. That's why we are cutting some macro like carbs and fat. But it's not that they are bad and we have to hate them for all our life. Don't think about food as a good or bad thing. Think about food as just food. It is good for you. You need everything. You are just making some, like, you are making just some changes in your diet just because you have different goals. This doesn't make any kind of food bad. So this is what my answer. You are good. Whatever you are good guy. However you are good. Don't have to be ashamed, feel ashamed yourself or feel guilty because you are a good guy. And you are working on yourself to make yourself better. This is again a very good sign. Like, for many people, they just assume like I am this type of guy and I am not going to change myself for the better. But you are trying to change yourself for the better. This alone is a very good sign. And for your diet, you don't think about food as good food or bad food. Think about food as just food, which is necessary for your survival, and you need to eat every kind of food. And don't demonize some kind of food category like carbs and fat just because they are not suitable for your goal now. Okay. Now look at the next question. My energy level are constantly low, making it hard to stick to workout or even prepare healthy meal. Is low energy just part of fat loss? Or is there something I can do to boost it naturally? Okay. So let me tell you the truth. There are some fluctuation in energy that you are going to feel in your first few days. It's not like when you start going on a calorie deficit, your body going to think like I am having less calories, less energy. Where you are going to feel less energetic in one for 1 or 2 days, or max to max. Let's say max to max, you are going to feel this for 1 week, not more than that. And after that, you are going to get your energy back. And instead of saying you are having low energy, I think what is better to say is that you are having more stable energy. You are not getting energy hike and downs. You are just getting more stable energy. And if you eat right kind of foods, like even if, like say, if you are eating high carb foods, like food with a high glycemic index, then food with high glycemic index give you a sugar high and a sugar low. And this is when you go sugar high, you feel too energetic. When you go sugar low, you feel low on energy. But if you eat food with low glycemic index like protein, fibers, etc., then your energy will going to be stable for over a period of longer period of time. So just eat clean food, good. Like, I don't want to say good food because every food is good food. Just focus on eating more protein, fibers, and try to eat less amount of glycemic, like less processed food. Try to eat less processed food because food itself is not bad. but the process that is used, the chemical that is used to make that food process, that is bad. So low energy is not the issue in your fat loss. You can say it is not low energy, it is stable energy. And even if you are facing low energy, this is just going to last for max to max for just 1 week. After that 1 week, you are not going to face any kind of low energy, and this is just the phase of your body that is shifting for this calorie deficit. So this covered our question. This is a very small question. So let me move toward the next question. What happens when I hit a plateau and the usual method are not working anymore? I it's feel like I am stuck and I don't know what to tweak next. And this is a very common question that many people face, and its answer is very simple. You can fight your plateau in 2 ways. So the first off, let me tell you why you hit plateaus. So the now only reason you are hitting plateau is that your body is become adjusted to what you are giving. Let's say you are giving it less food, so your body is adjusting itself according to less food. So let's look at two ways, like how your body burn calories and how your body reserves calories. So if you give your body less calories, then body is trying to reduce its metabolic rate, like it's going to make yourself more efficient, like you are going to do less fidgeting, you are going to less movement while sleeping, and you are there are very high chance that you are going to make less unnecessarily. And for the calories you burn actively, like by doing all, it is also going to be also more efficient, because if you are doing any kind for 1 month or 2 months, then there is very high chance that you are going to be more efficient at that. And as you lose weight, it is also become hard to burn more calories. Due to this, your calories expenditure becomes so low that your body stops eating itself. Let's say this is how much calories you burn, and this is how much calories you are eating. If they remain at the same level, your body you just maintain your body weight. If the calories you are eating is so lower than your calorie expenditure, then you start to lose weight. Okay. But as your body getting less energy, it's going to make it more efficient by doing less movement. So it reduce amount of the calorie expenditure. And as you become more efficient with all the exercise that you are doing, it's also again reduce like calories burning it with active exercise. And after they get at the same level, you start again come at the level where your calorie eating, how much calories you are eating and how much calories you are reducing has become the same. So what you can do to break this even point? What you can do is reduce calories even more. Or other thing that you can do is increase your calorie expenditure while working out. And this is very simple method for most of people. Just go aggressive on what you are already doing. Go aggressive on what is already working for you, because it is definitely going to work for you. It's just go more aggressive. But this is for people only, people or who is doing it solely and they don't have any kind of coaching or don't have any kind of fight. Because if you have a coach with you and someone who is guiding you through this journey, what you can do is like this is your calories expenditure and this is how much calories you are eating. What you can do is just for 1 or 2 weeks increase your calories intake. This is going to kickstart your metabolism, and that is going to raise the level of your metabolism and calories expenditure. And this also make your body good at expending more energy, like burning more energy and burning more calories. And after 1 or 2 weeks, you can again cut down these calories, so you can keep losing weight without going in too big of deficit. This is called 1 or 2 week of period. Many people use this strategy, but it become hard for people without any coaching or guide, because some people just eat way too much and they lose all the progress. Like not all the progress, but a big chunk of their progress. They eat too much in 1 or 2 weeks and lose too much of their progress. So it becomes very taxing on their mind. Like I have lose all my progress in 1 to. Another problem that people have, like they just go way too off track in just this 1 or 2 week dieting. So you need someone who can always remind you like what is your goal, why you are doing, what is meaning behind all this, and also keep you accountable. So these are the things that you can do. And this cover all the 7 questions for today. And let me revise or answer all these questions once again for you. So it will become a good summary. So number one question is, I often find myself comparing my progress to others, seeing This is a simple question like I compare myself to other, but I can. Number one thing you can do is just think about in percentage. Don't think about in absolute way. If they have a big starting point, then they are going to get progress faster. If you have a small starting point or negative starting point, it's going to take time for you to catch up the progress. Second, don't compare your first year like or your first month to someone fifth or 10th year. And finally, don't trust everything that you see on social media because people can easily manipulate that. And it's about you versus you, not anyone else. Just focus on yourself, keep making progress, and one day you are going to get what you want to achieve. Second question. I struggle with consistent exercise. So like this is I am consistent for 1 or 2 weeks. After that, I'm consistent what I can do. This is very simple. This is how much effort you are. This is your motivation. This is how much effort you are doing. If your motivation is higher than your effort, then you will keep doing this over a period of time. And if your motivation is lower than your effort, then you are not able to maintain that amount of effort to exercise for daily amount of time. So just start with a small amount of effort for a longer period of time. Like even though motivation fade over a period of time, your effort will be like included in your lifestyle and it will become very easy for you to do all the exercise that you are doing. Third, I have a family member or partner who are not the same as me as me. Means you have someone with you who have different kind of health goal and don't share the same goal as you. So what you can do, maintain your diet. Simple thing that you can do is not make separate meals, just make the same meal because problem that people are having like I don't want to cook two type of meal. Just cook the same meal and just go re-quantify the amount of macros in that. Just increase protein, reduce carb from your portion outside. Like as I give the example, let's say you are cooking 200 grams of protein and 1000 grams of carb for two people, and both people are having 100 grams of protein and 500 grams of carb. What you can do is shift that like instead of 200 grams of protein, you are going to make 300 grams of protein. And instead of 1000 grams of carb, you are going to just make 800 or 700 grams of carb. Your partner who will not have same goals can continue his its own diet like 500 grams of carbs, 100 grams of protein, and you can just focus on your 200 grams of protein, 200 to 300 grams of carbs. By this way, you can also focus on your goal without disturbing your partner. You don't also have to make extra meal like different meal. This same effort, just different amount of quantity. Okay, how do I deal with the craving for unhealthy comfort food, especially after a long stressful day? Like you have craving of full day, you are up for full day, and you are stressed, you are trained, you want to get something comfort. So how to keep your motivation, your willpower high? One thing that I suggest is marking perfect day on your calendar. Like I did great this day, I did great this day. You have just the streak of food to motivate, keep the streak going up, and by this way you can. This will give you little motivation for willpower to control yourself and indulging in anything. And second thing you can use is a cheat meal. Like let's say you have cheat meal on Saturday. It's Saturday, you have cheat meal, you don't have craving and cravings today. And for Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday, you can say like I just have my cheat meal 1 day before, 2 day before, 3 day before. And after Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you can tell yourself like I'm going to have cheat meal again 1 day, 2 day, or 3 day. This also helps you mentally to keep yourself not saying that sir I can't have this thing. You are saying that I just have this 3 day before and I'm just going to have this 3 days after all. This thing you can do. And finally also keep in mind like even if you indulge in any kind of like if you don't do everything right for 1 day, this is not going to derail all your progress. It is still going to give you great result because fat loss ever happen over a period of time, not on a single day. Not a single day can give you all the results that you want and not a single day can reduce all the results that you have got till. So don't worry about single day. Keep your streak, keep a streak chart in your calendar so you can see how good you are doing for so long period of time and you can do 1 day again. And also use the cheat meal strategy to cheat your mind like I just have cheat meal 2 to 3 day before and I'm also going to have this 2 or 3 day after. And finally, even if you make some mistake and even if you eat something, it's not too bad. I am worried about becoming obsessive about food or my body. So okay, this is problem. Many people are like, what I do, like if I become too obsessed about my body, like how I look and whatever. So think about this. Think about any friend that you have very close, a friend who is very close to you, who is a very good friend. And just imagine if you gain 10 pound of body weight or 20 pound of body weight next month, are you going to treat him differently just because he has excess fat? No. you are definitely not going to treat them differently just because he gains some amount of fat. Because you love him for as the person, as the personality he is, not for just the body weight or body fat, like how he looks. And this same depend on you. It doesn't matter if you lose some amount of weight or you gain some amount of weight. The people who loves you always going to love you no matter how you. And you are just improving your looks so you can be a better version of yourself. It's not that you are in a negative and you have to become a positive. You are already a positive and you're just making your positive even better. And for the food, don't categorize your food in bad food and good food. Every food is a good food and everything food is essential and necessary for you. We are just cutting down carbs, fat, and focusing on protein and fiber for just a period of time that we have to shift our diet to achieve a certain goal. And once that goal is achieved, we are going to shift on a simple balanced diet that is good for everyone. So no food is bad food. We are just not eating that food because they are not suitable for our goal now. My energy levels are constantly low, making it hard to stick with the workout. So this is the problem. Like if they can boost their energy or not boost their energy, and is low energy is something the side effect of fat loss that they have to worry about. Like they have to worry about this problem. So to tell instead of saying low energy, I will say it is a stable energy. You are not getting sugar high or sugar less. Like when you have sugar high, glucose high, like whenever you eat something high in carbs, you are going to feel too much energetic, and after some time you are going to feel very low in energy. This happened to people who eat high carb, very processed carb amount of food, and they think like I am too energetic and I'm going energy it's time to rest. But when you eat high protein, high fibers, and less carb, you're going to get more stable energy. So it's not low on energy; it's stable energy. And even if you are feeling low energy when you're starting your fat loss diet, so this is just going to remain for 2 to 3 days. And even first to us, like max to max, it is just going to remain with you for 1 week, and after that it's just going to erase, like it's just going to disappear, and you are going to have a stable energy with a healthy sustainable good diet. And finally, like what I can do when I hit a plateau. So for plateau, think about this is your how much calories you are burning, this is how much calories you are eating. If the like think this is how much calories you are eating, this is how much calories you are burning. If the calories you are eating more than calories you are burning, that you are going to gain fat. If calories you are burning is less than calories you are eating, then you are going to lose fat. So what you can do is you eat, reduce your calories intake so your calories expenditure become bigger. But as the time goes, your body adjusts to the lower amount of calories and your body start to burn less calories, and this also become efficient for the most of the daily work. And what you can do again, kickstart your fat loss journey is reduce your calories even more or start working out even more. This is the simple thing that I suggest for the most of people who are solo in this journey and don't have anyone to guide them in their journey, and there are very high chances that they can go off track. So for them, people just go aggressive on that. And for the people who have coaches, guide, or anyone who can keep them accountable, one thing that I suggest for them is just when they become like this is their calorie expenditure. When their calorie expenditure become same level as calories burning, like calories they are eating. So what they can do is increase their calories for 1 to 2 weeks. This kickstart their metabolism and make their calorie burning capacity even more. So they are burning more calories, and after 1 or 2 weeks, they can reduce their calories and again start seeing fat loss result. And so why we need coach to do this? Because for many people, they eat like it's about eating a little bit of calories surplus, not eating too much. What many people do, they eat too much, not knowing like how much calories they are eating, and they just to tell the truth, not they are not going to lose all of their progress, but they are going to lose some of their progress, and that some amount of progress loss make them so demotivated that they stop even working on their fat loss goal and just become demotivated. And for some people, they just once they start eating, it's become very hard to come back on their track because they start to eat all the things that they are missing for so amount of time. Even though that is not good, if you are with a good coach and having a good diet, there are very low chance that you are going to miss any kind of food. But even if you are eating missing some kind of food, that can derail you. So don't try to attempt it solely, and try to attempt when you have someone to coach you and someone to guide you. And this answer why all the question, like this answer all the question. So let me take my leave and just remember this thing. Make everything simpler, effective, and efficient. This is our goal. Make everything simple, effective, and efficient.